Hi, welcome back to the TechXchange Alumni Series. Today we have our fourth episode, and on our fourth episode, we have with us Divyananda, fondly known as DB, from Mukunda Foods Private Limited. So, welcome, DB. Thank you so much for doing this for us. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Priyanka? How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. So, DB, why don't we begin with you telling us a bit about yourself and what Mukunda Foods is all about?
Sure, sure. So, as you have already given my introduction, Divyananda Brahma, and my company name is Mukunda Foods. We are a kitchen automation company. We are a full stack kitchen automation company. So, what we do is that we make machines which can cook food automatically, and we have automated cuisine specific machines. You might have heard about a product called Dosamatic. That's our product. Uh, Post that, we have started making another 10 different cuisines which we have automated so far, starting from your frying, then you have cooking, then you have woki Chinese food, pizza, biryani, curries, puris, flatbread, and all that. So our focus has been to kind of specifically made cuisine specific for brands. So what do I mean by that is, if you are having a particular brand's food, the taste remains unique to that brand. Just because you have a machine doesn't mean that the taste changes. So we work very closely with that brand to ensure that when we are making a machine, it is customized to provide the same taste of food which you get from that brand previously automation. So we are working with all kind of your cloud kitchens, starting from your Rebel Foods to ITC to Ola Foods, now Wow Momo, and so on and so forth.
Amazing. My mouth is watering just listening to you talk all about food. Okay, so I get the whole automation and the kitchen automation. So how did you deal with COVID, especially considering that you guys are at the core a manufacturing company? So what happened with COVID? How did you deal with it, and how did you come out of it?
So there are two parts to it. One is, of course, as you said rightly, we are a manufacturing heavy company, and our R&D is mostly to do with hardware. So it is very difficult, in fact, for us to do the work from home thingy for all our employees. Of course, our business team and finance and HR could work from home, but majority of my R&D team and my manufacturing team has to be there at at the office, at the manufacturing site, to do any kind of work. So initially it was very difficult for us because, of course, during the lockdown we were completely shut down, and once things open up, we slowly opened with all kind of measures. Like, we, being an innovative company, we in fact tried innovating a couple of stuff in terms of touchless, the cleaning mechanism, and touchless scanning and all that. Our R&D team made themselves for them. Then slowly we had this limitation that, okay, 20 people in one shift only will work, so on and so forth. And then slowly we are gradually moving towards, because we have many projects which was kind of stuck because of this pandemic. That is one part. And the other part is, of course, our client. As a, you will be aware, and the audience will be aware, is that the food and beverage industry has been impacted, especially the dining out part of it, and people who were majorly dealing with customers coming in and eating food has been completely impacted, because of course nobody is going out, and it was a completely bloodbath. So we kind of started working with these brands to ensure that how to bring back the customers and how to increase the order. One of the things that we specialized, because of our experiences with working in cloud kitchens, is that we were able to help people to kind of bring in some kind of automation which will help them to kind of plug in cloud kitchens and start functioning back. So slowly things are moving back. Hopefully by end of this year we'll have better traction. But on the cloud kitchen side, things are looking really nice, and now the IPL season is coming along with so many festivals. So I'm just keeping my finger crossed that there'll be a lot of improvement in terms of that. But one interesting aspect I would like to kind of tell you is that during this pandemic, as a company, have closed more deals than I have closed throughout the year.
Wow. Wow.
So
That's amazing.
yeah, that's, I'll tell you the reason also.
Yeah.
Everybody got a time to kind of pause and understand where they were, and what are the things that can be done when things will open up, and what are the measures to be taken. So we had many rounds of discussion with all kinds of who's and who of brands to understand, potentially what kind of issues can come up and how automation can help. So that has in a way helped us, in fact.
It's been a bittersweet journey for everybody.
Yes, yes, you're right.
I think what you mentioned is very true. Now that it's amazing how things are, very connected. Now that IPL and Diwali and all of that is coming up, hopefully the food industry will also start picking back up.
Yeah, I mean,
From the
like,
Yeah, from the whole aspect of food, taking you back about a year. So he was a part of the TechXchange 2019 cohort. I think almost about around this time we were in London last year. So
yeah.
tell us what made you apply for TechXchange and what was your thought process when you applied for TechXchange?
Sure, sure. So, Priyanka, the thing is, Tech Exchange, in a way, opened a new world for us, because we have been in business since last 8 years, and we have, exported our machines outside India. We have covered 27 countries where our bots are being used in different brands. But that has been from the point of view of business, where we were kind of exporting and providing the backend support to them. TechXchange gave me a platform to kind of take my company to the next level, where I can not only do business but also start operating from outside. I would say it was my first step to start my operation. Though my machines were there, but how do I go outside India, and how do I have the understanding of the market? Uh, that was, I think, that was the first and the major reason why I wanted to be part of Tech Exchange, and it kind of helped me in a way. And I'm very happy to share it with you that there has been so many discussions which have been going on with brands in UK as well, and we have some successes also. There is a brand called Holy Cow in London, which has started using my kitchen bot, which is all thanks to Tech Exchange.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Okay, so you told us about what made you apply for Tech Exchange. Can you take us through the 5 days, the journey as to what happened during Tech Exchange, and how was it for you during those 5 days?
Sure, sure. So, Priyanka, I would say there are three, parts of the whole tech exchange journey. One is, of course, as I said, understanding the market outside India, and understanding the market which is specific in London, and how UK and Europe and those kind of countries function. And Tech Exchange took us directly to the government of UK, and we were able to interact with government officials and understand the nitty gritty of the geography, and how to enter the market. That is one. Second, which is very important for me, was that I was able to interact with another 14 different brains, who amazing brains, who have come with their own brands and have their own journey of startup. And as you yourself run a startup, you know that the best part about interacting with all these startup people is that you understand and learn a lot of stuff, and they become friend for your life. I have so many people whom I have interacted during Tech Exchange. Of course, we don't get a chance to interact every day, but I'm sure if there is a requirement for any kind of ideas to be bounced or understand their point of view, I have people whom I can reach out immediately. We had a lot of fun there, of course, apart from the work part. And yeah, I mean, like, that's about it.
Awesome. So, this theme has been going on from the time we started, where everybody is talking about the importance of interacting with the cohort and learning from them as much as you learn from anywhere outside through the UK market. So tell us more. What happened during those 5 days with the cohort? How did you interact? Where else did you guys be able to help each other? How can this cohort kind of take that back for themselves and make that environment for this year?
Sure, sure. So, because Priyanka, to be honest with you, when we as a company we decided that okay, I want to apply to take exchange. Of course, I was also little not sure what will be my experience, how are things will come up, and is the right thing to do. Because of course there is a 5 days time which I'll be spending there and all that. Honestly, it has been really nice experience in terms of in those 5 days. Not only about understanding the UK market, as I said, but also the cohort which was there among with us, and of course you guys and Sunil sir being there, Param sir being there. It was really helpful for us to kind of understand. And of course, in the 5 days journey, if I have to like break it up, initial days where we were kind of understanding what kind of business people are doing, and also we shared notes on there are every brand has their own issues which are common. For example, a finance thing, funding, HR issues, so on and so forth, which are kind of common among all brands. And when you exchange notes, sometimes it is like scratching each other's back. "Okay, हाँ, these kind of problems I also face, you also face, and this is what I do, this is that I
Right.
do, this might help," and stuff like that. So those kind of interactions, I would say, were really eye opener for me to understand that okay, I'm not the only one who has these issues, or there are better ways to kind of address to those issues and stuff like that.
Right. So, Devi, you mentioned something very interesting that when you started with the application process, you were in a very dilemma kind of a mindset where you didn't know what to expect or whether this would really be beneficial for you or not. So, first of all, thank you for being honest about that. Can you tell us or can you take us through that journey of why did you have that mindset? How did that change? And what came out of that whole process for you?
So first is of course I'm not because I'm talking to you, but to be honest with you, the kind of comfort you guys have given, in fact you Swaroop, the whole team of Tech Exchange has been really kind of course you guys have gained experience over the years that people like me come, so you guys give us that comfort, kind of ensuring that things are in proper place, which we don't have to worry about, whether it is about booking the hotel or the total operational things, where we are going, and ensuring that each minute or each hour of our time is invested in the proper manner. So those things being taken care of, that was the first thing for me, that okay, there is a plan in place and we are following it up, and there are various platforms on which we are being exposed to. So that planning, which is very very crucial, which helped me in kind of crossing my first barrier, that it is just not 5 days going there, but also there is a proper plan in place for each hour what we were doing, and that credit goes to you guys for sure. And
Thank you.
yeah. Second thing I would say is that with the experience of Holy Cow and the other brands, unfortunately due to India, I cannot speak about, but there are some large brands and pizza brand and stuff like that which we are discussing. It gives you that kind of confidence also. Once you go there and start interacting with people, you see other people interacting, and there are so many probably misconceptions which we might have as an Indian startup, thinking that okay, oh, we are just Indian startup, so we don't know whether UK will kind of accept us and stuff like that, which are probably mostly myth as far as my experience has been. Nobody has said, okay, you are from India, or maybe we'll not work with you and stuff like that. That never happens. But to be honest with you, people think like we only think, okay, maybe a large market like UK or Europe might not be looking at us, but that has been really surprising for me that they're looking for Indian technology and stuff like that. They speak high of us.
Yeah. Right. So, very interesting. So, even Aditya was yesterday just mentioning about the whole fact that we, as Indian startups, kind of don't look beyond or think global, and we ourselves have myths around it. So on the other hand, Aditya talked more about the whole quality aspect of raising our standards. So is that something that you also saw that because in India we have certain standards and then globally the standards are a tad bit different. So was that something that you faced, or what are the other kind of challenges that you or the myths that broke for you as an Indian startup?
So that's absolutely right. I agree with Aditya. Is that of course when you are dealing with it's not only about India or UK or US or any other country you go, they have their own policies, they have their own ways of controlling the quality and stuff like that. But I would say, like, since I have already started, kind of installing machines in London and also in US, we are working in advanced stage. There are some kind of certification which we need to go through, and which in a way gives me more boost as a company, because I have products now which are having UK certification, US certification, and stuff like that, which in a way wouldn't have been possible if I wouldn't have taken the first step of reaching out to you guys and telling that, okay, I'll be interested in joining you guys. So I would say that's an opportunity for any Indian startup to kind of go to there. Of course, you need to be open to that whole idea of that. Okay, whatever. For me, it was easier because, anyways, whatever brands I work with, whether it is for pizza or for Chinese food or for fryer or curries or whatever we make, we always work with that particular brand specifically customized for it. So for us, it was just an add-on where we are not only working with that brand's culinary team and the technical team, we are also working with the certification team. So it was kind of an extension of what I was doing already.
Hmm. Hmm. So if I kind of have to sum up what you were just saying, that it's okay if the new cohort is coming in with the mindset of, we don't know exactly what is going to happen out of this and how are we going to take forward. And that every challenge that comes in the global market is in fact an opportunity which builds your brand in some or the other way. Right? Awesome.
Absolutely.
So, just going back to the whole tech exchange part, Didi, can you maybe talk about the 3 or 4 key takeaways that you had during those 5 days?
Yeah, I would say one is, of course, kind of, as I said, it was our first step to start our operation outside India in true sense. Like, we had machines exported, but we were not working with particular brands to make the machines as we are doing with who's and who of India. We started working. So that was our first step. So that was my first takeaway. Second, of course, it opened the whole opportunity for me to go to another market and start working with which directly TechXchange has given me that platform to start working with the the government organization and the kind of understanding of the policies, and even for that matter, I remember we went to I think there is one place which we went. I'm forgetting the name, but where we were discussing about having office space, how they can help us in opening up
Yeah.
space and all that. So that is the second thing which becomes very easy, right? So for any startup in India, for that matter, for me to start the journey without having a tech exchange. So, for example, if I would have wanted to go to UK without tech exchange, then I would have not got those opportunity to interact with the government organization and people of that ecosystem to understand how that functions. So that is the second thing I would say which has helped. Third, and I would say the most critical thing which has given me, or the most helpful thing which has happened to me, is the cohort. Like, we have now people from the previous cohort before me also who have visited, and the people who were part of the cohort which was with me last year, and now we'll be adding up. So knowingly, unknowingly, you guys are having so many people who are trying to kind of grow their startups. The kind of understanding and the kind of exchanges and interactions which you will be able to do, that's quite not possible, because when you are running a startup, it's very very tough for you to
Yeah.
take out time to talk to somebody, to understand, and that to reach out, because that person is also is busy in his or her life. And now tech exchange is giving me a platform where we have shared that informal kind of interactions. They know me personally, so whenever they're free, we can exchange notes, which is, I would say, a very crucial takeaway. So I think these three takeaways.
So on the same note of cohort that you just talked about, so for the coming in cohort, for the 2020 cohort, especially now that they're virtual, what are some pointers that you would have for them? What is it something that they should take care of to make sure that they do the most, get the most out of the program?
Yeah, I'm like, it's unfortunate, that
Yeah.
you guys will not be able to go there physically. But nevertheless, like, I would say, now the whole world is virtual. So I don't see that as a challenge. I would say, again, that's an opportunity for you to use this platform to start exchanging notes with each other and understand and start the interaction. And of course, this pandemic is not going to stay forever. So you have your networking which you can develop virtually, and then you can, whenever it is practically possible, hopefully soon, you can go physically and then meet those people again. And which, in fact, in a way, I'm a little jealous that they will probably have two stages of interaction which they'll have, where one will be virtual, and then again they will get a chance to kind of go there and meet people, and you're getting two meetings in a way, so you should be happy.
Awesome. So, in fact, virtual is beneficial for them. If they actually do the first interaction correctly right now, they can go and do the second interaction in London and they can take the whole process faster.
Yeah, of course. So I would have planned it better. So just imagine if I had a virtual experience already. So
Hmm.
if I'm going again there, so I already know a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't
Hmm.
have gone with, as I said, a little confusion, whatever that you
Hmm.
call. I would have gone with proper agenda of, okay, these are the things which I'm doing. So you guys are lucky that you will get that opportunity, that you know why you are going to London and what is that you want to get out of it post this virtual program, of course.
Awesome, awesome. So now that we're coming to an end of this live, DB, I ask everybody that, and you in fact even talked about it today, that it was not just about the seriousness of the information that the program or the connects that the program gives. We also had a lot of fun there in London. So what is your best memory out of London from last year?
Oh, there are many. So I think one is, of course, I think you'll remember me, Nakul, Kalyan. We were like a group, like Vivek, even
Yeah,
Mangesh,
yeah.
Ankit, of course. Ankit is a different character. I love that guy. So we I think had various stages of journey. I remember Kalyan and me were in a, I think, coming back from one of those meetings, and when we had a heated argument about how we should function our company. So he was talking about my company, how I should do. I was telling
Right.
him how he should do. So it was quite fun. And if you know Kalyan, it's very
Yeah,
difficult to stop him once he starts.
yeah.
It's a very good thing, but yeah, it's fun. And Nakul, of
Awesome.
course, has been a really close friend of mine now. We keep bouncing off ideas to each other and we keep interacting. So it has been fun. Of course, as I was, I think, mentioning to you, Sunil sir and me keep exchanging notes on the roti machine which he wants for his house. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, we are not yet in B2C, but whenever we will be in B2C, the first machine which I'll send it to Sunil sir for sure. Um,
Definitely. Awesome, awesome. So, DB, thank you so much for sharing all this with us, for taking your time and doing this with us. I'm sure that the 2020 cohort is getting a lot out of this already. So, thank you so much for being here with us.
Same here. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you for taking your time out and remembering me. Take care.
Thank you. See you soon. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.